Hey folks, I'm in just outside of Saskatoon, Canada, and I'm at a really cool greenhouse. This is the greenhouse for Dean of Arkopia. You probably may have seen his channel. I'll have a link in here to his channel if you want to check it out. But I'm in a Paso Solar greenhouse right now that I kind of have to tip my hat to. That this guy's got this thing pretty dialed. And you know, no system is perfect. I'm sure Dean will even tell you that there's some things he'd probably change if he did this again. But I'm in a cold climate. Like, it's a zone 3 up here. We're on his Homestead property. It's incredible. He's got a massive pond project going on, all kinds of cool stuff on this property. But for this video, we're just going to kind of focus on the greenhouse because, you know, as you know, I've got my own. I've been doing this for a long time, and his situation or setup here is very impressive. So let's go talk to Dean and get a tour of this badass greenhouse. All right, Dean, thanks for having me, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us about what you got going on here.
Right. Well, welcome to Saskatchewan. So this is as close to perfection, I think, as a deep winter greenhouse for cold climates. And
because you zone 3 here? I said zone 3.
We are zone 3 gardening.
Yep.
And bananas and oranges and figs and tropical plants. And my total natural gas bill for supplemental heating at night this whole last winter was $600, which is pretty
for
good.
a zone 3 winter is unheard of.
Our coldest was minus 50 for 4 days.
Minus 50 Celsius, guys. Celsius. I'll put the translation of what that is in Fahrenheit because I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
I know at minus 40 they line up, right? And so what happens after there, I don't know.
But yeah, we're pretty happy with it. It's kind of lush. What is it? June 1st or 2nd today?
Yep.
Everything's just taken off. Everything kind of slows down in the winter a little bit, cuts back. The figs kind of stop bearing fruit, and now it's just absolutely lush in here.
So what can you tell us about the construction of this, Dean, and how you know, what are the foundational things here?
Well, the foundational things is the sun angle. And in this central Saskatchewan area, we're one of the sunniest places in Canada, 319 sunny days a year. So the sun, it doesn't matter if it's minus 40 Celsius when the sun shines, the greenhouse overheats. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick up that heat by day and store it in thermal mass at night. So the concept of only glazing where the sun is coming in, so that's only my heat loss, and the rest of it's super insulation and thermal mass. And it works very, very well. So I calculated our sun angles for our latitude at the coldest part of the winter, 14 degrees, the sun drives in, all the black fish tanks and concrete at the back warms up by day, radiates back at night. Works very, very well. So this is, my design is probably one of the deepest deep winter greenhouses that's ever been built. And the proof's in the banana pudding we make from our bananas kind of thing. So
I was just amazed at when I walked in the ambient temperature and how stable it seemed. And that is definitely as a result of what's going on back there and how deep it is and how much more air volume there is in here as well.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, when you're building a building, whether it's a passive solar house or greenhouse, it's, despite what most people think, like a tiny home or a tiny home on wheels they think is efficient. No, actually, if you're going to build it properly, a big greenhouse works better because it has more mass to it and it's its own ecosystem kind of thing.
Yeah.
A little greenhouse would exchange air too much when you have it opened up, so it would be the same temperature inside as outside.
Yeah.
But it needs to be almost a certain size for it to work at optimum.
And what would you say that is?
Oh,
man. Somebody who's thinking of just building a small one or something.
This one's essentially 64 feet by 43 feet, which is just under 3,000 square feet, and a little jut in front of the shop or whatever. You could probably go a little bit smaller. I mean, if you wanted to do a backyard greenhouse, if that's all you got, and you wanted to do a little 16-foot wide, it'll work. You'd have to apply heat to it. You know, in combination with the design for where the sun is, the glazing in the right spot, super insulation, any building will work. But I would say mine is a very good size.
Yeah.
So I don't have any venting on the top, and I don't have any venting at the bottom south end. It's just east and west vents. If it was a bigger greenhouse, you might have to address some additional venting. but this size seems to work good for natural ventilation in the summertime, actually.
And what's our peak height here?
The peak height is
15 feet or something?
15 feet,
Looks like
or
it.
just under 15 feet to the inside.
Okay, inside dimensions. And let's go, can we, no, well, I mean, tell us what's going on here. We got a raised bed here. We got a concrete strip here, like 4 feet wide.
Yeah, so it's a raised bed that's not too high because, again, our sun is so steep. So with the winter, I'm getting sun into the raised bed as well as sun into all of the growing area.
And this growing area is quite large. Like this is almost like, seems like 15 feet here or something.
I think it's 17 feet by whatever it is.
The length, 64.
But I split up the entire footprint of the greenhouse. It's half in-ground growing, so right in the ground or beds, and the rest is concrete that has pots or my wife's tray starts for all her flowers and things like that.
And this concrete all has PEX in it? This or just this over here?
No, all of the concrete, I have PEX in-floor heat, which I have yet to utilize, but I'm going to heat water with some solar PV panels direct to water, apply that additional heat so I can get
that will be sweet.
My little $600 a year heating
almost
cost
gone
to zero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like with not much effort and money. Like
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So huge growing area. Now, can we go behind here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. We got figs going on, nursery starts, artichokes. Look at these artichokes. Bananas.
Yeah, bananas on this tree over here. Yeah.
And the bananas are so cool because it really is an understory thing, you know, like in the tropics, they're deep in the big understory. They grow in shade, right?
So like I said, I've had this banana fruited in June, which means it's not getting any direct sunlight. And this one over here fruited in December, which means it was getting blasted by the sun, but the days were shorter. Bananas are the easiest thing to grow. So what I'm having to do is plant certain things at the back that are in complete shade or not direct sunlight in the summer, because my sun only comes to this black line here in the summer. So
is that why you made that line?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the solstice.
The solstice zone.
The summer solstice. Yeah. That's coming up. So the bananas are actually completely shaded and they're flourishing. So it works very well. Yeah.
Wow. And they're thick. Like these are. When did you plant these?
Well, we bought the first little pup that was like this tall in a pot. It was $150, and 3 years ago, I guess, or it was two and a half years, and the banana kind of looked like this, and then it flowered and started bearing fruit, and then it's a 7-month procedure from flower to edible bananas. The bananas plump up and you eat them. So they're the easiest thing to grow, man. It's I have some tilapia in here, and I literally, when I do water changeovers to give these little guys fresh water, that's what I water the bananas and stuff with, and that's literally my only fertilizer. And just a lot of water for bananas. Yeah.
Are you eating these tilapias?
Yeah, I have tried them. So they are slow growing. I don't apply heat to it, but this is kind of an experiment.
Okay.
Because they're a tropical fish. They want like 80-something Fahrenheit water.
Right.
And I'm not even close. So they're slow growing.
Right.
Rainbow trout, I think, is the answer in larger tanks than this to stabilize the water, keep it a little cooler.
Maybe when you get your boiler happening, you might get your temperature on average higher, that maybe you'll be able to do it better, you know?
It's possible. I could integrate and heat water for tilapia. And again, all of this water in here is thermal mass. So if I heat this water by day, it's going to radiate heat the greenhouse at night.
Yeah.
So if I'm solar to heat water, I could maybe do some serious tilapia production.
Yeah, like even if this tank's sitting on this concrete,
it would help.
Well, it'll get it warmer.
Yeah.
Wow, and there's more bananas here. Huge tomato wall. Oh, you actually got some cherry tomatoes on there now. Oh, did I just unplug something?
No. Oh, not your
irrigation thing. Yeah. Fennels.
Yeah,
lovage, big lovage.
Or celery, and
celery.
It's self-seeding itself.
Yeah.
So back here, these guys are hurting a little bit. They want some more sun in the summer.
Yeah.
I have a guava that was flourishing in a pot up front, and then we moved it back here, and it's not liking it. It wants some more sun.
Yeah.
So back here seems to be celery and bananas, and it kind of at the back is what I'm leaning towards. And then I have stuff like olives and oranges and
So
lemons
cool.
and limes, full sun year round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you, I mean, this is a pretty young tree, but do you think you'll get some olives?
Absolutely. Yep. This little guy, maybe 8 months ago, was like this, and it grew to this. So, and
I
trying
noticed
the
your big electroculture rod there, brother.
I'm trying some experiments. Whether it works or not, I couldn't
We'll
tell
find
you.
out. Yeah,
We'll find
exactly.
out.
Wow.
But these, tomatoes, I should be doing hanging things for my wife, but these tomatoes are like weeds in here.
They are. Oh, look at this. You got fully ripe tomatoes here.
Absolutely. And she just picked
June
baskets of
2nd.
it.
Holy shit, dude.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
And they just keep coming. So
Yeah. Wow. And what was this flower again?
Oh, bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea,
So that's
that was
really popular in the tropics, but it goes all the way to 18 feet, and my wife
Wow.
loves that thing.
Have you guys tried passion fruit in here?
Yes, it's partially dead over there, but
Oh, okay. Because it seems like one that would do well. It did in mine.
passion fruit's a climber, and
Yes.
I just have been meaning to make some big climbers for it.
Right. And is this some kind of willow? What is that climber?
That is lemon eucalyptus, that one.
Wow.
So those are, my wife started those from seed, and they're trees, like we've got to move this. But that's one of the most beneficial things my wife's been using for flower arrangements, tinctures and medicines. She makes her own deodorant, puts that in. She made a tick and mosquito repellent with alcohol infused with lemon eucalyptus, and it works better than DEET, and it's so natural you could drink the bug spray, right?
Fuck.
So that's been very beneficial.
Wow. Love it. It's just, it's so overgrown. Like, it's just so much growing in here. What's this at the back?
That is a different variety of eucalyptus. So, and we can't even close that door because the tree trunk's like 3 inches around. We have to do something with them.
Jeez.
But they're so beneficial, we want to keep them, right? But
wow.
we screwed up in our herb section. We put some mint in, and that took over at the end there. But I got rosemary, thyme, all of your typical herbs and stuff for cooking. But never plant mint direct in the ground, people.
No,
I knew that.
Never works out.
Yeah.
Wow. And dude, you got a hot tub in your greenhouse.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
The north part, I mean, any heat loss from your hot tub will
just
heat
go
the
back
greenhouse.
into the greenhouse.
So most people in Saskatchewan have a hot tub outside, and this probably costs a third to run.
Because it's way warmer in the greenhouse.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's already used to a humid environment in here.
That's right.
So it doesn't really add anything to the structure that isn't already there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jeez. Wow, Dean. So tell people where they can learn more about what you're doing or follow you.
Well, I share the stuff on my YouTube channel. Just search Arkopia, and you can find me. Full construction video of the greenhouse. I share it all for free, put it out there. And people literally building them all across Canada and northern part of the United States. They even translated some of my videos to Russian, so I'd like to see some greenhouses in Russia, and all good things, man. Just helping humanity in my little niche, what I can do. So, yeah.
Right on, brother. Thanks for the tour.
Absolutely.
All right.